tell me where he's coming from. Who is he?
He's allowed. This is a public building. He's it's his First Amendment right. He's allowed to record in the building. As long as he doesn't trespass through certain doors, he's allowed to record. No bathrooms, obviously. It's like certain places of privacy. Other than that, if it's public, it's good to go. He's allowed to record.
Okay, good.
I'm glad you educated. I am Leroy Truth for Leroy Truth Investigation, and I may have uncovered possibly the most corrupt mayor in the United States of America, in the form of Brian Stack of Union City, New Jersey.
First you give your ex-wife a car. Oh, no, now you're giving well-to-do people free rides.
Now, since my first video on Union City, New Jersey was published a few weeks ago, I have received dozens and dozens and dozens of emails and texts and social media messages and phone calls from insiders within the Union City, New Jersey government on every level. And as always, every single one of my sources will be absolutely confidential. And this email I received says a lot. Now, I want you to understand, I am not stating any of these that are facts. These are all allegations, and a person is innocent until proven guilty. And with that also, generally speaking, where there's smoke, there is fire. And the consistency of the dozens and dozens of people I've spoken with over the last several weeks is extraordinary. The same story. It doesn't change. And this is one example right here that really is a microcosm of most of the stories I've received from people. Leroy Truth, I am long retired and no longer have a dog in that fight. During your routine constitutional litmus test, you have stumbled upon a place that actually has no constitutional rights. Brian P. Stack, mayor, is a sitting New Jersey state senator as well as mayor. He sits on a committee that appoints judges. In fact, by the way, he's the head of that committee. With senatorial courtesy, he can have any county prosecutor up for renewal of term fired. In Union City, he controls every aspect of a public employee's career. He extorts campaign contributions. Pounding city streets with campaign literature is also mandatory. Free speech? That's a joke in Union City. Any dissenters are severely punished and ostracized. Even maintaining a friendship with a non-conforming colleague can cost you a career. It's a cultural thing in Union City, and running around the hallways with a camera will have no impact. Well, again, those are all allegations, and I don't say any of those are statements. However, one element that I beg to differ with that person who emailed that is he said, running around with a camera in City Hall will make no difference. Well, you're hearing and seeing me right now because my chance encounter at Union City, New Jersey, City Hall a few weeks ago has resulted in opening up a can of worms that I had no idea existed. And everyone came to me proactively. I didn't seek anyone out. I had no suspicions of anything except it seemed like a typical City Hall who did not respect my rights initially until Detective Haber absolutely protected my First Amendment constitutional right. This is a microcosm of the phone calls and the emails and everything I've received. And the stories are so similar, it is uncanny. Now, here's a couple elements that I found in my initial investigation. One day, Mayor Brian Stack borrowed a detective's police car. And while he was in his police car, he also had, from what I understand, a woman in the car who was not his girlfriend. I don't really care about that. But the fact is, he also had a police radio. And people who are not police officers are not allowed to have a police radio. Well, while he was in the police car, detective's car with this woman, someone turned the microphone on, and on an open mic, completely public, open to the public, and you will hear this recording as it is a public recording. It went over the police radio, and you can hear Mayor Brian Stack arguing with this woman because he was upset with her that some other man was touching her. Now, it's none of our business, except he made it our business by having this argument on an open police frequency in radio. Is this appropriate? Again, I don't know the whole story here. I'm just asking questions. Check this out.
Share with him how I felt about you. I'm what crazy shit. Oh, because a man knows you a long time, they have their freedom? How many other men do you allow to touch you like that on video?
Open mic on pizza.
You don't know my temper. I'm so disappointed in you. I really am. Everything's a joke. Everything I talk to you about goes in one ear and out the other. Nothing's ever going to change. Nothing. Nothing. It's fine. You think it's
Open mic on two?
Should you share it with him?
And there's more to the story. As I was told that this recording got out. Again, it was a public recording over an open public frequency for the police. And someone or someone's shared this. And Mayor Brian Stack wasn't happy about that. So he took quick and swift retaliation. Only problem was he apparently retaliated against the wrong police officer. So there now is litigation with this police officer suing Mayor Stack in the city. Also, I learned that Mayor Brian Stack loves to have these very high-end, high-priced fundraisers for himself, for his campaign, even if no one's running against him. This is a clip of his girlfriend, Mercedes Joaquin, who is talking about how much he loves steak and lobster and giving a toast to who's ever taking the video. While the people of Union City, they're really good people who live in Union City, I gotta tell you. But many don't have a lot of money. It's tone deaf, and for her to be acting like that. She's creme de la creme, the girlfriend of Mayor Brian Stack. What are your thoughts on this?
This is sambuca, my favorite after dinner. After having lobster every day. Sambuca, my favorite after dinner. After having lobster every day.
Now watch this report from Arnold Diaz on Shame, Shame, Shame on Fox News that he did a few years ago on Brian Stack and his lying and possible corruption.
First you give your ex-wife a car. Now you're giving well-to-do people free rides. Why?
Brian Stack is the powerful longtime mayor of Union City, New Jersey, a town of 66,000 mostly Hispanic residents just across the river from Manhattan. 2 years ago, we reported the mayor's ex-wife was using a city vehicle that he had assigned to the private daycare center she runs.
Your former wife uses it to take home. She uses this as her personal car.
Yeah, I really don't know what she uses it for.
Following our report, Katia Stack was forced to give up the car and reimburse the city the cost of gas and insurance. Now we've learned about another special privilege being doled out by Mayor Stack. This time, the beneficiaries are the residents of Troy Towers, a luxury high-rise in Union City. The mayor sent this letter to the building's residents. It says, good news. At the request of a Troy Towers board member, Union City's providing a shuttle to the PATH station in Hoboken. And it's free to the residents.
How do you like the shuttle here?
Great.
Yeah, how would you normally get to the PATH station?
Take the bus to the Port Authority. This is quicker.
Much quicker.
Yeah.
And cheaper, right?
Absolutely.
How much do they charge? Zero. Why? Why?
I don't know.
The shuttle began operating a few months ago, 3 times every weekday morning before it begins its normal run transporting seniors. Union City's senior citizens van arrives to pick up residents of Troy Towers, a luxury doorman building where the apartments have sweeping views of New York skyline. There's a heated swimming pool, a state-of-the-art fitness center, and now a free shuttle for young and old alike.
What do you think of the service, the shuttle service?
Oh, it's great. Oh, I think it's great.
It's great, right?
Absolutely. Fantastic.
How would you normally get to the PATH station?
Well, I would take the bus down to Hoboken.
The public bus stops right in front of Troy Towers, but why take it when the mayor's providing a free ride? We watched as the residents boarded the seniors' van and were driven directly to the PATH station, 15 minutes away, where they could catch a bus or train to New York. But not everyone is happy about the mayor's free shuttle.
Obviously, this is done to win favor with the residents of Troy Towers and win their votes. That's what this is all about. Plain and simple. He's buying their vote with a free bus service.
Critics Joe Blaitler, a former Union City deputy police chief, and Emilio Del Valle from the Union City Concerned Citizens Group say using a city van and driver to provide a free ride for residents of a luxury high-rise is wrong.
You're giving a service with taxpayer dollars, and the service is not needed.
Troy Towers is the exclusive building in Union City. I mean, it's people that do well in life I'm not faulting them. Good for them, but they don't need a free bus.
They're the largest taxpayer in the city of Union City, the building. Okay? They're the largest.
Are you trying to curry favor with these people?
I don't need to, Arnold. These people know me as their mayor for 12 years.
This is the only place the bus picks up, Mayor.
Arnold, we offer whoever needs assistance in the city of Union City.
But it only picks up at this building.
Arnold, we pick up everywhere in the city. You're wrong.
Oh, really? That's not what the driver of the van told me.
So you only pick up from this building?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
No other buildings?
No, just Troy Towers.
And we followed the van a number of times, and even when it was practically empty, it never picked up passengers anywhere else on its way to the PATH station.
Arnold, they stop at various locations. I don't know the various.
We followed them. This is the only place they
Arnold,
stop.
whoever wants a ride in the city of Union City can get a ride.
That's right. The mayor insisted any citizen can get a free ride from the city government.
You don't have to pay for the ride, like a taxi or a bus?
No, of course not.
You get free rides everywhere?
Anyone who needs a ride, whether it be to the doctor, whether it be to a bus station, whatever it may be, we would give the ride. Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, do you think the poor people know about this, too?
Absolutely they do.
Has this notice been posted in your building?
No.
Residents at this low-income government housing complex said the mayor never sent them a letter offering a free shuttle.
Did you ever know you could call the mayor to get a ride wherever you need to go? Free?
No, if that was the case, I'd be calling all the time.
And when we asked people waiting at the bus stop,
This is the first I've heard of it.
I didn't know that. That could save me $78 a month.
He created something that taxpayers of Union City cannot afford.
because Union City is officially classified a fiscally distressed city, it gets more than $10 million a year in special state aid to help pay its bills.
If the state of New Jersey tells me it's wrong to pick up residents, I'll ask them for a determination. Why is it wrong? They deserve a ride just like anybody else deserves a ride.
Doesn't this cost the city money?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, it doesn't?
No, it doesn't at all. It doesn't cost us anything.
That statement's completely laughable. Who's paying for the gasoline? Who's paying for the insurance? Who's paying for the guy who drives the van?
Don't you have a different driver doing this?
Arnold, it's the same driver.
No, it's not. He doesn't drive the seniors during the day.
No, just the morning.
Just for this?
Yeah, 6:45, 7:30, and 8:15 pickup.
Okay.
The free shuttle continued even after the Hoboken Path Station was closed due to flooding from Hurricane Sandy. We shot this surveillance video one morning as just one passenger got on board. The driver took her directly to the Jersey City Path Station, not stopping anywhere else. That special service doesn't sit well with the Union City residents forced to wait in the cold to pay to ride the public bus.
I live in this neighborhood. They should offer that service to everyone, not just the people who live at Troy Towers.
I guess the more taxes you pay, the more you get for free.
They don't pay anything for this.
Somebody pays.
Yeah, right.
And I think it's the taxpayers that pay.
So Union City Mayor Brian Stack remains in our Fox 5 Hall of Shame for continuing to abuse his power.
Shame, shame, shame.
By the way, Brian Stack is not just the mayor of Union City, he's also a state senator. In a letter to Fox 5, one of the Troy Towers board members defended the free shuttle, saying the building is a large taxpayer, yet uses only a small portion of Union City services. She says there are very few families in the building with children in public schools, and they don't use the new municipal pool. They have their own swimming pool.
Now, how did I end up coming across Mayor Brian Stack in Union City? You see, I simply went to Union City, New Jersey a few weeks ago to find out if they're going to respect my constitutional right to record in public areas and in publicly accessible places.
Yeah, but one thing, he don't tell me where he's coming from, who is he?
She's calling someone for some reason. Simply because I'm recording the interaction.
Why did you call someone, ma'am, just because I'm at...
Because I have to call my supervisor.
Why?
Because I have to.
Is there some law being broken?
No.
I'm just talking with you.
You're supposed to be taping us.
Who said that?
We are, this is confidential information that people on the outside are not supposed to know.
Well, I have no interest in any confidential information, but do you understand that it is on you to create privacy, not me? And so I have a right to record anything in a public building, and you can't trespass your eyes. So anything I could see, I can record. Because technically someone could come in here and say, oh, if they're actually looking for private information, which I am not, they can look at your desk and say, oh, I see someone's social security number or something.
But, sir, this is not to take
Well, a number of the government employees, including in his office, did not like that I had my iPhone here recording while I was interacting. And they called the police on me. Well, Detective Haber of the Union City Police Department was a shining, exemplary example of a police officer who understands the Constitution, and he honored his oath profoundly to protecting my constitutional rights, as was his oath. He even politely and professionally educated the other public employees there.
He's allowed. This is a public building. He's the first. It's his First Amendment right. He's allowed to record in the building as long as he doesn't trespass through certain doors. He's allowed to record. No bathrooms, obviously. It's like certain places of privacy. Other than that, if it's public, it's good to go. He's allowed to record.
Okay, good.
I'm glad you're educated. But how do you know that? And so many police officers, because there's going to be many other police officers that don't know that who are going to be seeing this. Why do you know that? Why are you respecting my constitutional rights?
Because in New Jersey, we have the best cops in Jersey. So,
all right. And your name and badge number?
Detective Haber at D467.
All right. Pleasure to meet you. What's your name? Badge number?
525.
Excellent. All right.
Just advise the staff because we can't keep them coming up here. Okay.
All right. Enjoy a good day. Mayor Brian Stack. You see, apparently he didn't like that Detective Haber didn't attempt to threaten me or arrest me or threaten me with arrest or to violate my rights. Apparently no good deed goes unpunished under Mayor Stack's Union City. And you see, Mayor Stack has been reigning over Union City, New Jersey for 20 years. And he is also known as a double dipper because not only is he a mayor of Union City, New Jersey, he is also a state senator representing the 33rd District in New Jersey and also the head of the Senate Judiciary Committee. He has all his bases covered here, apparently. Now, I have nothing personal against Mayor Brian Stack whatsoever. I mean him no ill will. However, since my original video posted, I have received scores and scores of emails and phone calls and social media messages. Apparently, the apparent retaliation of Detective Haber was the straw that broke the camel's back of scores of people within the city government of Union City, New Jersey. And I've heard allegations of pay-to-play, nepotism, people being pressured to donate to his campaign fund, money's being moved around through different areas. The list goes on. And so I've just begun my investigation. This is going to take months. It is so complex and convoluted. And I appreciate all the courageous people who have reached out to me. I didn't seek them out. I was, moving on. I knew nothing of Union City other than Detective Haber's exemplary actions toward me and the non-exemplary actions toward me from a number of the city employees. So stay tuned for this. It's going to be a wild ride. I'm going to be posting over the next several months basically a series about this because there's apparently so much to it. And if you want to do a quick search yourself, you can do it right now. As soon as you finish this video, do a search on Mayor Brian Stack. And one thing you'll find is he does a lot of things front-facing that the people love. Gives away free turkeys. I've heard he pays people's rent. I don't know where he gets the money from. Gives friends jobs all over the place from what I've heard. So the front-facing, a lot of people love him because he knows how to schmooze the people. But where's this money coming from? And how does he actually run in the government? That's what we're looking at. And again, I want to give a shout out to Detective Haber, who did the right thing. He is a great example for all police officers throughout the country of how to respect their constitutional rights. And if you're a police officer on any level, government employee, reach out to me. You can do it completely confidentially if you like at LeroyTruth247@gmail.com.